Hello everyone, this is Miss Valley Entertainment News, and my name is Dread. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you've never been here before, welcome for the first time here, and if you've been here already, welcome back. It is cold where I am right now. I am huddled up in a blanket. It's been hovering around minus 19 degrees Celsius all day, and as we start into the evening now, I'm imagining it's probably going to drop another 8 to 10 degrees in the negative. Deep freeze has come to this area. Ooh, it's nasty. We've had a really mild winter up till now, but boy, it's cold. So, huddled up in my blanket, here I am, gonna react to Asmongold TV. Link to the original video down below. We're gonna cover at least a little bit of this. The part I'm most interested in is this, and let me get everyone's attention with this, okay? Because this is something that sets a precedent, and as soon as you set a precedent, things can burst wide open. Maybe not right away, maybe they never entirely will, but they can. And we're talking legal precedents. We've had YouTubers who made videos showing modded gameplay, who have had the company that the game was put out by send their legal team after the YouTubers and the YouTube channels. The legal team has, I think, contacted the YouTubers directly and has contacted YouTube as well and has tried to get those channels struck down immediately if the modded gameplay is not taken down. If you think you have the right to mod a game, I'm telling you right now, they are proving legally you don't. Okay? Again, this is not hyperbole. I'm not blowing this out of proportion. I'm just putting this out there because this actually happened. Okay? This actually happened. YouTubers who had videos on their YouTube channel of modded gameplay had the gaming company contact them and YouTube to take those videos down or they lose their channel. Again, this sets a legal precedent that says you do not have the right to mod a game you own. Let me just let that sink in for a moment. Let that sink in. There is now a legal precedent that you, as the person who bought a game, thinks you have the right to mod it if you want. You do not. Legally, you do not. The precedent has been set. We are all potentially screwed by that. Potentially. Okay, let's get into the video. It's going to cover that, and it's going to cover some other things as well, talking about mods and cheating and different things, but let's get into this right away from Asmongold, okay? Here we go.
Capcom started adding DRM Enigma Protector to their back catalog of games. This DRM is cancer. It prevents modding, no cheat engine, and it reduces performance by up to 10 to 15.
So they've been adding this to their back catalog of games. So they've gone in. They've said, hey, all our games that are up here, by the way, this now protects against modding and cheating. Not just cheating. Everybody's gonna be like, oh, cheating. Yeah, most people are gonna be cheating. That's good. That's good. Modding. It's interesting. I know it's Capcom. All right. I know this affects people on consoles a lot more than it affects me on PC. Still, I don't like the precedent that's being set here. And let's go on.
15 FPS and stutters. Oh, that's stupid. There are additional anti-debugger, anti-tamper measures in this EXE that wasn't present prior to the updates, likely an oversight. This is a frightening moment for all Monster Hunter speedrunners on PC and Monster Hunter YouTubers who have been using mods for their videos. Capcom Japan's legal team is going after some break videos on YouTube which feature any kind of mod and issued takedown requests and copyright strikes.
Okay, did you read that? Did you hear that? A frightening moment for Monster Hunter speedrunners on PC and Monster Hunter YouTubers who have been using mods for their videos. Okay, so this is one game in particular. That's fine, but here we go. Capcom Japan's legal team is going after Sunbreak videos on YouTube, which feature any kind of mod, okay? Any kind of mod done on Monster Hunter. All right, any kind. This is not like, oh, well, this won't matter. No, this is any kind of mod, they're saying, as long as this person's correct. And they're issuing takedown requests and copyright strikes. This person is from Team Darkside. They said, we also received a copyright strike. With 3 strikes, your channel gets deleted. Many videos of fellow Monster Hunter speedrunners were taken down. Some speedrunners even received 3 strikes and their channels were deleted. We're sorry this happened to them, blah, blah, blah. This is very serious news. 2 of our Sunbreak videos have also been taken down. Sunbreak Legia Crust Showcase and After You've Killed 1000 Keizu. There might be more of our videos vanishing in the coming days and weeks. We will keep you posted. One of the 2 videos that got hit had no visual mod in it. It's a showcase run of 4 players using the shadowboxing gesture to kill Keizu. Did not even have modded augmentations. We tried to use those for these kind of videos because maxed out overpowered gear and skills make viewers who play legit feel left out. The only exceptions where maxed out augmentations were used was the Sunbreak highest damage video, where we would transparently disclose the use of maxed out augments and why it's necessary. Because I can't read all this because Asmongold's got his box in the way. Asmongold, move your box. Move your beard, your hairy box. Move your hairy box, Asmongold. I'm sorry, I was Trent. Stop it. Okay, let's listen to the video. But I'm trying to read this because I'm trying to get this message out there to people. Okay, this is one game designer team, right? Capcom Japan going after YouTubers, okay, who have used any kind of mod on their game Monster Hunter and posted videos of it. Okay? Let's put that right out there now. Unless this person and these people are lying about it. Okay? Unless they're lying about it, if they're telling the truth about this and what's happened, this sets a precedent. The precedent is legally, you don't have the right to mod a game you bought. Okay? That's the new legal precedent that's been set here. Legally, you, I, or anyone else does not have a legal right to mod a game we have purchased. Has that sunk in yet? Shall I say it one more time? The new legal precedent is legally, you do not have a right to mod a game you have bought. I'm not trying to start a panic. I'm not trying to hype this up over much, but I'm telling you, this is very, 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 very important for all of you to listen and hear it. Because there's a lot of you out there who use mods on something, okay? Chances are, if you're watching this channel, if you watch videos on this channel, chances are you're probably involved in modding somewhere. Some of you aren't, but probably most of you are. So this is important to realize. This is step 1. And maybe we luck out and it never goes to step 2. And nobody else goes to step 1 ever. That's a possibility, okay? That is a possibility. Maybe this is one company doing this one time. It'll never happen again. That's possible. But it is still set a legal precedent. It's very, very interesting and a little, I don't want to say frightening. That's the wrong kind of word, but it is a little concerning, and it should be. And yes, you can all yell at me that they don't have the right, we have rights, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I know what you're all going to say, but I'm telling you right now, legally, you're wrong, and this was just proven. You legally have no right to do it. I legally have no right to mod a video game. According to what's just happened, I legally have no right. Let's move on.
Oh my God! We also received a copyright strike. With 3 strikes, your channel gets deleted. Many videos of fellow Monster Hunter speedrunners were taken down. Some speedrunners even received three strikes through their channels were deleted. That's crazy. I wonder, so... gamers did it to themselves? I don't really think that's really what it is. And also, like...
He's having trouble with this topic.
Buy a game,
it's interesting.
I think you should be able to mod the game. I do. I think you should be able to. I think that
I also believe
buy
that.
the game,
But
you own the game.
The law,
and it should be.
The law has basically just said you don't actually own the game. You don't actually own the right to change the game or change the original artist's work in the game at all. They're basically telling you that the game still belongs to, in this case, Capcom. And that you don't have the right to make changes to it. It's a very, very interesting legal precedent. And I don't know if any of you out here are actual lawyers, but if you are, I would love to hear from you. I would love to hear what you think on this, because I think lawyers would have a field day arguing both sides of this. But I do think that the law and a judge would tend to go with the gaming company. That no, you don't have a right to change their game just because you bought it. I bet you that's what most judges would say in this case. Obviously, you know, I don't like it. I don't necessarily agree with it, but I do believe that most judges would find that way. Again, it's very interesting. If you are a lawyer, please drop down in the comment. Let me know. I'm a lawyer. I've got a career in law. Whatever. This is what I think about it. I'd love to actually hear from you. Please don't do it. Please don't say that if you're not a lawyer, though. Just if you just want to give your opinion, just give your opinion. But don't say I'm a lawyer and give your opinion if you're not actually one. Okay? Please, thank you.
You should be able to use it for what you want, right? It's like if you buy a hammer at the store, you can make a birdhouse for the hammer, or you can make a fence. It's not like you can only make fences, and if they tell you're making a birdhouse, they can take the hammer away.
No, I think it's a little different. I mean, it's a great analogy, but I think it's a little different than that. In this case, changing the original work of something would be like taking the hammer and making a structural change to it in some way. I think would be more along the lines of what modding kind of does. But anyways, that's just, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't get this, man. Don't own the online servers? I totally agree with you. I think that if you're modding and you're cheating, you should be taken off the online servers 100%. It's not even a question. This is what Elden Ring does. If they find out that you're cheating, they kick you off the online servers. If it's single player, one issue with modders and Monster Hunter was that modding and decoration, something other people spend hundreds of hours grinding. I think that we all agree that people that are cheating in the game.
By the way, I love how he leaves this up for his Reddit stuff. Leaves up his subreddit thing, right? I mean, again, I think Asmongold is a brilliant. He's brilliant at advertising. He's brilliant at self-advertising, right? So he leaves up the subreddit stuff, right? Puts his picture here. Make sure he doesn't put it over this part, so this part stays up. And if you can't read that because it's too small, I'll read it for you. It says, official subreddit of Asmongold, as seen on Netflix, aka Zach Rar, an Austin, Texas-based Twitch streamer, YouTube personality, and gaming organization owner and content creator of One True King, OTK, a group of mainly Austin, Texas-based content creators and owner of Starforge Systems, selling pre-built gaming PCs. Asmongold is primarily known for his World of Warcraft content. Asmongold has been voted best MMORPG streamer at the 2022 and 2023 Streamer Awards. Right, he's got all this up with his 258,000 members, 1.4 thousand online. He's in the top 1% ranked by site. He's got all the stuff up so that people, while they're listening to this, are reading this when they're watching the video, like me, because obviously I did. Brilliant self-promoter. That is what he is. He is, you may not like him, but he is a brilliant, genius level self-promoter. Okay, that is true. I get a kick out of seeing things like that and kind of being a YouTube content creator thinking, oh, that's really smart. Yeah, did that on purpose. Oh, yeah.
Game should not be able to play online with other people that are cheating or that are not cheating. So, well, no, that's not a so. Like, if you're cheating and you're modding in items in the game that you didn't earn, that's not a oh so. No, that's horrible. You're fucking cheating. And you shouldn't have other people that you're playing with that aren't cheating. Like, that's not.
Now, it may be that what's happening here is I don't play Monster Hunter. Is Monster Hunter an online only game? Were these videos posted of people playing Monster Hunter online who were then using some mods during that time? That may entirely be why he's now talking about segue right into cheating. That's possible. But as he said at the beginning, he still believes you should be able to mod a game. However, I would agree, if you're playing online with other people, then no, you shouldn't be able to mod. Because you're getting an unfair advantage then. Mod your single player game. You know, mod on your own server, but don't go online, right? Onto public servers or whatever, and have mods active. No. That's for private servers or single player. I would agree with that.
Fair. But again, if you're not playing with them and you're on your own game, then it's totally different. Is it really cheating if you can get the same items without cheating? There's no in-game economy. So what? Like, there's no in-game economy in Elden Ring either. Would you want people to just be able to mod in a character with all the perfect gear that they didn't even earn or get at all and be able to play against you? No, I don't think so. I think this is weird. Who cares? What's wrong with that? Well, what's wrong with that is that I feel like people play a game and they want to be able to earn things in the game. And if one person, if it becomes the norm, in order to just like to play the game, that you can mod in this stuff, then I think everybody would just start doing it.
Interestingly enough, I had this conversation about a year ago or so with some people about a private server. It had a large number of members where the author of the server decided to make some changes. They're going to change what mods are used on the server. So these are, you know, you sign up for the server and you have to have the certain mods downloaded and active, and everybody has them. I didn't like the changes and I said so, and they said, well, you don't have, even though those are active in there, you don't have to use those things. And I was like, but if I'm not using them and other people around me are, I'm feeling like that's not fair. And they're like, well, that's your choice not to use them. I'm like, yes, it is. But I would just like to say that I don't like this change because I'm not going to use it, and it's going to give others around me an unfair advantage. And I was right on that, but they argued pretty hard over the fact, well, it's your choice not to use them, so what? And I said, I'm just expressing my opinion that I wish you wouldn't make this change, because me and a few other people probably out there as well aren't going to take advantage of these new changes. We don't like them. We're not in favor of them. We're not going to be using them, but everybody else on the server will be, and they're going to have the advantage over us. And that's why I don't think it's fair that you've made the change, because not everybody is on board with it. And they argued it pretty hard. I'm not going to go over what server it was or anything else. It's not important. I still respect the people there, although I don't play on it anymore. But it's kind of interesting because it's kind of the same thing here, although we're talking now more, I think, about public servers. Why, if somebody gains an advantage, why that's not fair to the other people. They don't have that same advantage. right? It's one thing if you earn an advantage. That's one thing through the game, right? But if you just have the advantage and others don't, well, you could say, well, others could mod in, the same stuff that we do. Well, but if they choose not to, because they feel it's cheating or they don't want to or whatever, yet people around them have it's still not fair. And it isn't fair. You want to do that kind of stuff, do it on your own server or on single player. And I've had my own servers. I've certainly had a lot of single player, and I'll mod in stuff or console command in stuff or do whatever I want because it's my game and it only affects me. Once you affect other people, create an advantage disadvantage situation, you're basically fucking everybody else over. So don't do it. Don't do it.
That's your opinion. Well, it diminishes the value that the game. Like I'm astonished that I have people in my chat that are just like I'm not talking about modding for like a client side mod that makes your character look different. I'm not talking about modding for offline play. I'm talking about modding on the online servers. Who the fuck is arguing against this? This is why, as I said, this is why I ban people, right? This is it.
Yeah, like again, he is pleased as punch. People are bringing up these stupid arguments. Maybe he does end up banning them. I don't know. But the point is, this is great content for him, and it's great discussion. It's great interaction. Fucking loves this, man. Don't let what he says and even his facial expressions fool you into believing he's in any way angry about this or upset about it. In the back of his mind, he's making the ka-ching, ka-ching cash register noises, right? Because he knows these idiots with their stupid arguments are earning him money. I have a video out. I don't have it out yet. It will be out right away. Where I basically started out a video doing one thing and ended up breaking it down into just talking about the secrets of YouTube content creators and how we go about doing things, how we get people's interest, how we self-promote, all this different stuff. And I talked about that for a while because it ended up kind of just diverting the video into that. And I think it was a really fascinating look. I don't know how many views it's going to get, but I thought it was a fascinating time to be able to tell people who aren't content creators just kind of what goes on. Because you have to be a little bit of a manipulator and a little bit of a... You got to kind of stir stuff up sometimes as a content creator because that's how you get people interacting. And the best at it, like Asmongold, do it the best.
And so anyway, yeah, cheaters triggered. Yeah, don't cheat in the fucking game. Like, how is this even a question? Like, why does it matter? Well, then, if it doesn't matter, then why are you doing it?
If people don't know why cheating matters, like you're morally broken. You are actually morally and mentally deficient if you can't understand why cheating does or does not matter. Seriously. Go see a psychiatrist. Tell them you don't understand the difference between cheating and not cheating and why cheating is bad. Because you've got something wrong upstairs. And I mean that in all seriousness. Like, go get some help.
You clearly are doing it because you want to have the reward. And if you're playing an online game, you should have to earn the rewards. You can't just fucking cheat. Like, how's this even a question?
I've also had people accuse me of cheating when I'm playing single player. And I'm like, you can't cheat when playing single player. I mean, you can't. I mean, you can, okay. If you set rules for yourself and then break the rules, yes, then technically, yeah. But I don't think I was doing that at the time. It's just, like, oh, well, you've got, you started out with that outfit or that weapon and that you don't have that at the beginning of the game. Nope. But I decided to give myself to it. And, like I'm modding things, whatever. I do it my way to tell a story. This is my character, and my character comes from this made up background, which means they have, this piece of armor and this weapon when the game starts. right? And that's fine. That's not cheating. It's single player. It's especially when you're telling a story, doing things like that help you tell a story. It's not so I can win the game and then be like, look, I won the game. And people are like, no, you cheated. Well, you could win the game with a star beside it, right? Like, I won the game with mods, and that helped me win the game. You know, like come on. Anywho, man, some days you feel like you're not. And some days you get stepped on by the nutcracker. I don't know.
But if you're playing the game solo and you're not playing online, I think it is totally fine to mod. Mods that change the appearance should be allowed. No. If you're modding something that changes the appearance on another player's screen, that should not be allowed. Absolutely not. Like, and if you're only changing it to change your appearance and only you can see it, then who cares? Yeah. But you should not be allowed to do it and other people can see it. Only client side. Yeah, exactly. The issue comes from people being potentially mad at Capcom for seeing a modded game, buying it, and then being upset that it wasn't what they saw. Same issue for Final Fantasy XIV mods and visual representation being viewed by new people.
Well, yeah, people need to be telling people on their videos that this is modded. I believe I do that every time I put up a Skyrim video, you know, like, oh, I'm playing on this mod list. I'm playing, you know, I have mods. You're telling people that. Then people are asking about, well, what mod list or what mods are you using? What mod list did you download? Right? That kind of thing. And you can share that info with them. I don't jump in there and someone's like, wow, Skyrim, I've never seen it before. That looks really neat. I'm going to go buy it. And then they're, you know, a week later, they're like, what the fuck, dude? I got like a totally different game than you did. Well, yeah. I'd be pissed off too then, right?
People? Yeah, definitely. What about Elden Ring? Although it's single player, you can engage in multiplayer. Oh my god. Let me just explain this. So what about Elden Ring? Although it's a single player, you can engage in multiplayer. Would you say cheating, for example, to get all weapons, you think it's unfair? Yes. It's unfair. It's not even...
As soon as you take that character into the multiplayer aspect with those mods active, yes, you're now cheating. Absolutely.
In a question, would you say putting in a command prompt to get the best weapon in the game instantly is unfair? Yeah.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's absolutely unfair. And it's totally fine if you do that, but you shouldn't be able to play on online servers, which is exactly what From Software does. They have it to where you can play and mod the game and, you know, hack stuff in the game. You can do all of that, and they won't revoke your license. But at the same time, they're not going to go and say, you know, you can play with online people. It's disgusting. Yeah, that's the difference. They say, yeah, you can do this all you want, but you're playing with people online, and you can't do that. Most of the gamers did this themselves. It was likely a core in a tournament, flashing an SFW to all viewers in his mod. Rather than send out takedowns for mods, which alter the image of their game, Capcom likely found it easier to go after everyone uploading an SFW. What is this here? So there was like somebody who was flashing... Because in the tournament, flashing NSFW to all the viewers with their mod. Did this happen? I didn't see this. Dude had nude Chun-Li mod and happened on a tournament stream? Yeah, I mean, that was a huge mistake. They shouldn't have let him do that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for a tournament? Yeah.
So that caused them to go after everyone who mods and has uploaded anything with modded content.
That would be nuts. If you're being streamed, yeah, it's like really bad. Particular case, it's just one-sided mods and they don't affect other people's experience. All this went down due to a Street Fighter tournament. A player had a nude Chun-Li mod. Yeah, I mean, I can see why you do that, but like, goddamn, what a big fucking mistake.
And that's now affected everybody. Like I say, it's The problem here is the legal precedent that has been set. The legal precedent is that a gaming company can come after you for having modded their game. That is the legal precedent, and it's siding on, the law is siding on the side of the gaming company. So this is something to be aware of. I'm not saying everybody run around like a chicken who's had its head cut off, screaming and crying and freaking out. I'm not saying get up in arms, and I'm not saying let's start a revolution. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying everybody come here and shit on me for giving you the news that this is what has happened, but this is what has happened. You do, as anyone who plays a game with any kind of mods on it, need to be aware of the precedent that was set, because at some point in the future this may start a stone rolling downhill. It's going to be interesting to see where this goes. That's what I'm saying. But if you're not aware of it, you could get steamrolled at some point. Be aware. Be aware of these things. Listen to the people like this channel who will give you this news. I'm not trying to hype this in any manner, but I am trying to get out there that it's important that you're aware of the legal precedent that has been set. You do not have the right to mod a game. You basically do not own the game you own, that you paid for. That's what they're saying, because it's not yours. You don't have the right to do anything you want with it. Legally, no. I'm not agreeing with it. I'm not saying I'm in agreement with it at all, but I'm saying that is the legal precedent that's been set, and it's concerning. Everybody, from Miss Valley Entertainment News, my name is Dread. Hopefully we're back next time with some better news. Bye-bye.